Talia Santos is asking on behalf of her friends, Brenda, I think it is, yeah. And now Brenda's nephew, Cameron, she's just wanting to ask what happened on the day he died. And should she do anything or what, if there's a message from Cameron or what have you. I suppose we could use the Ouija board, spirit board as you would say, for that, but I thought we'd use these Konxari cards because these can sort of get a bit deeper down. When we use Konxari cards, we put the Ouija board away. I've got the Konxari cards here. We can use these. They're the seance cards, really, aren't they? In the sense that tarot and runes and things like that are for other oracles are for doing readings for us, but these cards, they do readings for them, as you would say. Just got this four archangels talisman here. I thought we'd just pop over there for a bit of protection. That's the Gabriel, Ariel, Michael and Raphael, the four guardian angels for the front, the rear, the left and the right, to protect us while we ask Cameron for help here. Like I said, we've got the Konxari card there, and we've got these mediumship cards here. As we know, these are a bit like a phrase book from the other side. They've got pre-written messages on them, and then of course as we shuffle them, the sort of thing that Cameron will want to say, he'll help manipulate the cards there, won't he, and put them in a sort of message that he wants to convey. We'll just place the mediumship cards over here just for now, and we'll give these Konxari cards a shuffle. And as we do, we ask for Cameron's presence. Spirit of Cameron, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Cameron, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Cameron, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Cameron, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Cameron, Brenda wants to know what happened on the day you passed over to the other side. Commune with us, Cameron, through these cards and move among us. And we just cut the deck there, and where that deck splits is where Cameron has energised it in the centre there, where the deck is thought to be at its most energetic point, as you would say. We'll just pop them here. What we're going to do is we'll just shuffle these other cards as well. Do it now, and then we don't have to do it later. Spirit of Cameron, we ask for your continual presence, and we ask for a message. If you've got a message for Brenda, if you can somehow convey what if Brenda should do anything or whatever. Commune with us, Cameron, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Cameron, we ask for your presence, that you commune with us through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Cameron, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Cameron, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Cameron and all absent friends. And again, where the deck splits is now where Cameron has left his message. We'll just leave Cameron's message just over here just for now, because the next stage is we're going to first do the Konxari cards, and we're going to deal them out, and that'll give us a sort of overview, a panoramic sort of overview, or whatever you want to call it, of what's been going on here, like a portrait of what's happening. So welcome, Cameron, to our sitting. What we're going to now do is we're going to deal these cards. So just as you can see there, just in full view, we deal some cards face down. I'll just take my reading glasses off just so I can see what I'm doing. I can't see without them, and I can't see with them in that sense, but just for this, I'll just put these first two in the middle there. They're supposed to be further apart like that, but I just put them together just temporarily, and I'll show you why that is. It's nothing to worry about though, but believe me. We then deal out like a cross in the middle, really, isn't it? And then there, those 4 cards, and then we go round in a circle. So we go at the top there, we put number 5 there. That's the reason I had to put that card for. Not so much moving these cards together, we're just moving them. There's more moving this one down, so I can just get enough space in either side there for this. So there's number 5, and then we just go around like this in a diagram, like a compass clock face type thing, isn't it? So we go number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and number 12. And those are the cards that we deal. I'll just grab these mediumship cards. There's always something seems to be in the way, or something like that, doesn't there? So I'll just pop that deck just on top of this box here. Now we've dealt those cards, there's just something we have to do, and it's out of respect for Spirit, out of respect for Cameron. We have to remove the cards of the north, south, east and west. We're not supposed to see these 4 cards. So what I do, you can leave them in, you just don't flip them. So to avoid any accidental flipping, as you would say, or any accidental viewing of them, if they get knocked throughout, we remove them. So I'll just remove these in the order they were dealt there, like that. And then we just remove those 4. As I said, out of respect for Spirit, out of respect for Cameron. And then we just place them under the deck like that, look. Now, normally we place the deck, you're supposed to put it to the left there, but I just put it to the left above there, just so it's, I suppose, out of the way, really, and then we've got this here. Now, the next thing we do, we undo the mess that we deliberately made to cover for those 2 cards on there. So we just put them there like that. And I don't know if you can see that. I probably might. I might try and. I think you can, can't you? Just there. I think you can see. That one might remove my reading glasses out of the way. Right, so we've got the layout here, we've got the diagram, and we're just neatening up there, and we can now start, can't we? Of course, each card has it has a picture on it, and it has a keyword, and also it has letters and numbers, and some like sort of symbols, alchemy symbols, you know, and zodiac symbols and all that sort of thing. So what we'll do then, as I say, welcome to our setting, Cameron. Let's see what Cameron has to say with the first card. Let's see what's been going on. Any of these cards will probably tell us what happened on the day he died, or even what's happening now, or how he's feeling. We go with how we feel. So the first card we just flip over like this. Remember, it was there, so we have to just sort of keep it in that position and just flip it, and then we keep it in that sort of position there. Of course, that card is Angel. Notice there. I'll just show it the right way up there. Angel. So that's a nice card, isn't it? Notice there's an arrow there. You've got the number 7 and an arrow pointing that way. So Let's just place it how it was, which is upside down, wasn't it, inverted. So then the arrow is pointing upward, isn't it, instead of down towards us. And it seems as though maybe the angel is pointing north. I don't know what that means, but it's pointing away from this card, isn't it, which is the next card that we deal. Maybe that's what we can just check next. Sometimes you can pull a few out before you know what's going on, and one is okay. But angel seems to give the impression as though, why I'm just suddenly thinking, of course it's automatic to think that Cameron has become one of the angels. I'm just getting that, of course, naturally. Let's just rotate that card there. And that card there is bedroom. And you've got like a symbol of Capricorn, a zodiac, and the letter N for November. A bedroom. So straight away we've got this thing panning out here, or something developing here. Maybe something to do with the bedroom. I don't know if he died in the bedroom, or if Cameron's bedroom is kept as a sacred place. But either way, the arrow is pointing that way, isn't it? Of course, if the angel was the other way, then you could say, well, the angel is pointing to the bedroom, as if Cameron was there. But in a way, of course, he is. I'd just leave that out of the way it was flipped, of course, and then that way it may indicate something there as we go on. The angel, of course, although pointing away from the bedroom, I've gone from the bedroom. As if he's saying I've gone from the bedroom and I've moved away, I've ascended to heaven or whatever. This is what it is. Because an angel is a messenger, isn't it? So there might be a message there, or in the message maybe with these mediumship cards over here. We can have a look at it in a moment. Maybe with those cards, those other message cards, I'll probably pop them there for you, and then you can just look after them there while we just look at these, and then we'll see what's going on after that, if you like. So these are the messages, of course, pre-written messages on there. So let's just see what's going on here. Of course, the bedroom. Of course, I don't know if you, but I do get this feeling as though his bedroom has been kept as a shrine in some way, or something, I suppose, to help you deal with whatever. I don't know what that is there, but certainly just looking at the picture, the bedroom picture. I notice in there's a picture on the wall. I don't know. And also like something hanging up by like some clothing or something by the window there. I don't know why I'm looking onto that. I don't know if he's seen by the window of the bedroom. If there's a picture on the wall that means something to him or you. Could be a picture of him even, I don't know. Maybe you've hung a picture in there of him because he says bedroom or something. I don't know. That's why I should look onto that though. I don't know. Just when you look at these, you can see, probably by you looking at them, you could probably see something in there that's but nevertheless the angel has ascended up, as if the arrow is pointing up, as if he's ascended from there, although you're keeping his memory there. In that sense, Cameron has ascended up. As I said, I don't know if he was found passed in the bedroom or what, I don't know. If I wanted to say yes, I could do, but then again, that's like anything, isn't it? I want to move on to the next card, because I want to see what other cards surround this, and I want to see what else he's got to say, what else he's trying to indicate. We'll just flip that card over there. And what card's that? That's an interesting one. Dream. And of course the letter J. With the letters and numbers, of course, we can arrange them later along here, just in front of you. And you can probably work out to see if there's a message there as well. See if Cameron's left a message for you there. So we've got dream. That's interesting, isn't it? So we'll just place that there, the way it was flipped like that, and then and of course that's inverted, but no, that doesn't mean it's got an upside down meaning. I suppose it could do, in the sense if you wanted to say, well, negative dreams or something like that. But it's just the way it was flipped, and if there's an arrow on it, of course, then the arrow will point in the direction to it's being flipped there. But it seems as though the dream, as your dream or dreams are affected maybe by what's in the bedroom. When you sleep in the bedroom and you dream of the angel that ascended, and Cameron, as an angel now, will be sending a message to you through your dreams, only when you sleep in that bedroom. Why I'm looking onto that, I don't know. Maybe, of course, naturally there's residual energy in there and things like that anyway, in any place, isn't there? It sort of gathers a memory of some kind. So, but it's only if you sleep in, maybe you do sleep in there now and again, maybe you do sleep in that bedroom now and again, Cameron's bedroom, just to try and be with him. But that seems as if he's saying, sleep in my bedroom and that's where you'll find me. That's where you'll be closest to me. Even if it's just my memories, it's where you'll be closest to me. I want to pull out this card here. We'll just flip it. I'll just flip it there, and just so you can see what I mean by just flipping it in the right direction there. And then straight away, I'll just pick it up and then show you that one. And that is past, like the yin and yang symbol and the letter Y. So the past. Straight away, you can sort of just place it there. That's it. And then it seems as though maybe dreams of the past, or the past is affected by what's happening in the bedroom. The bedroom is affected by the past, and the angel sends messages from the past or whatever. Because remember, angels, when you're in spirit, of course, although angel is a messenger, an angel is a messenger, full stop, regardless. If he's in the angelic realm with spirits, with the angels, as you would say, then of course he can convey any messages. But messages, it seems as, because they're timeless, aren't they? They're in the past, the present, the future, and everywhere. The dimension that they're in, there is no. Not like we're in three-dimensional space, aren't we, and things like that. So we have to move along with time, because time, you have to think of time as part of it, as a thing like space or like material and things that exist within it. Time, you have to think of time as an actual thing in that regard. But of course, in spirit, in the spiritual dimension, you're out off the wheel of impermanence, aren't you? So yeah, that's where you often think when you become a Buddha or something, you can hit nirvana. You can be off the wheel of impermanence and not keep reincarnating, because you don't have to, and things like that. But anyway, last about that, I suppose this is a bit like a wheel, isn't it? It looks a bit like a wheel type thing. But although we've got that, the angel is there, of course, affecting your dreams and the messages. The angel speaks to you through your dreams in Cameron's bedroom. But it's about the past, about something that happened in the past. The past seems to be very important to Cameron, doesn't it, Cameron? You seem to be saying, focus on the past. There's something in the past about this. If it's about how he passed away or what happened at the time of his death, I don't know. We'll just flip the other card there, just so we've got it the right way, so I know which way it is. That's it, taxed at the top. And that's got like the pentagram there, the letter D, and the key word on that is underground. There's an interesting card. That one hasn't come. I didn't know that one existed. It's an interesting card, isn't it? Underground. What's all that about, I wonder? That's toward the northeast, isn't it? The angel seems to be pointing to sort of that, doesn't it? Like the message, the past and underground. Is the underground literally under the earth, in the bowels of the earth, as you would say, or is it more like an underground sort of secret sort of place, as in things underground? Is it a metaphor for something? I don't know. It's interesting that, though, isn't it? Of course, these 4 cards where we removed them, so we pull out the cards. The next one will be that one, and then the final there. But it seems as though, of course, Cameron seems to be saying, of course, yes, I still sort of get this. You'll find the memories of the past, or the past, something to do important about the past. You'll be dreaming about the past as well, I notice. But the arrow of the angel points toward, as if it's moving away from the bedroom, as if to say, although I am there, and you dream when you sleep in that room, and of course when the past is my past is in that room. Nevertheless, I've ascended, but underground. I don't know what that particular thing means, but there's something underground. Is there something buried, or something like that? I don't know. Is there something important underground that's been buried? Like, I don't know. I mean, if it was like something sinister, you could say, not that it is, but if it was something sinister, you could say they buried the knife underground, or the gun was buried or something, or whatever. And we're not saying that at all. We're just saying as an example, in the sense of, is there something underground? Is there something buried, let's say in the garden, something of his? Maybe you've recently dug up and found, or something there that if you dig it up, but something to do with the past. This thing that's underground was buried in the past. Maybe that's what it is, in the sense it was buried in the past, or it was placed underground in the past, or placed out of sight, out of mind, in a metaphorical sense. And you dream about that, and the angel is there to bring the message. Cameron is here now, as you ask for this through somebody else there, Brandy. We know you're asking through somebody else, but nevertheless, this is how things work, isn't it? Let's see. We'll just flip this card now, just more for myself, though I know which way it is. Oh, it's straight away the right way up for you, and I suppose us, isn't it? The letter C and some alchemy symbol there, or whatever, and you've got decay. That card, decay. Let's just take a look at that there. That's, I suppose, symbolising like wasting away and things, something in the southeast. Decay, something underground is decaying in the past, something from the past that's underground is decaying, rotting away underground. Is it my body that's been buried, that's decaying, and the memory of it from there is in my bedroom that you dream of, and that my message can come from there? Or is it just this thing, this object? I sometimes think it's an object, not so much his body, if he's been buried, of course, and that's naturally would be that, but I got a funny feeling it's an object that's been buried in the garden or somewhere or wherever, and that's rotting away and decaying, so when you find it, it'll be all rusty, and if it's something metal or whatever, or if it was wood or something, it will have been rotted, or whatever the thing is there. But nevertheless, he's saying the thing in the past that seems to be important is underground, but it is decaying, it's rotting away. Either find it, I don't know if he's sort of saying find it now before it is no more, but nevertheless it's in the past and it was in full working order, or whatever it was. In the past it was there, but of course now that's what I'm sort of getting from. But in the bedroom, when you sleep in the bedroom, you will dream of this. Maybe if it's an item of clothing, or just something that I used to play with, an old toy or something like that, even maybe. You dream about me playing. Maybe if you dream about me and I'm playing with a toy as a child, maybe it's that's buried. I don't know. Isn't that interesting, just to think like that? Not saying it is that, but that's the sort of thing. You'll probably know what we're on about, of course. I want to just flip the next card there. We'll just flip it over. That's the right way up, sort of. If the right way up is what you call it. And it's inverted to us, isn't it, here to me? But it's sort of facing inwardly. The letter A and the triquetra, and the key word on that card is video. There's an interesting card there, because it's like Ouija board for modern times, isn't it? In the sense of, I've got a spirit board, that Ouija board type board, spirit board as it's called, and it's called the Psychic Circle, and that's got symbols, not just letters, numbers, and got keywords around the edge, and zodiac symbols and things like that. And just one move of the pointer can virtually do you a reading. And this is what these Konxari cards are a bit like, aren't they? It's a bit reading plus, in the sense of just going to spell things out with Ouija board. It's Ouija board plus, in the sense it's Ouija board with a pack of cards, where you can get a bit more out of it than just that. So a Konxari reading is the way to go if you want to find anything out that way, I suppose. In this sense, we'll just go back to here again and notice the southwest, as you would say. We've got the triquetra, which is the maiden mother crone. That's the symbol of the moon. And while I'm thinking of the moon, just think about that, I don't know if you got a thing about that, the letter A. And again, as you know, with all these letters and things and numbers, we can lay the cards out and put them in a row later on at the end, and you can do like an anagram game, I suppose. See if there's a hidden message there for you. Of course, video. The main keyword here is video, and of course there's a video either kept southwesterly in your property, or to the southwest part of your property from the north. If you class your front door as north, and it'd be the southwest sort of part of your house, I don't know. But of course, with it being video, of course, notice the bedroom. Maybe there's a video of him in the bedroom doing something, or whatever you dream about that, or if he is on a video that's stored in the bedroom, maybe a video recorder or something of that nature, an MP4 file or whatever, the MTS file, or a camcorder with old files on, or phone or whatever, I don't know. But there's something on this video. It seems as if he's saying the video. I'm thinking, I hear the word mother. I hear the word mother. The video. Look, watch the video, and you'll find out what it is. Maybe it's a video of him playing with that toy or something. I don't know. It doesn't have to be an old video, of course, wouldn't it? Probably an old VHS or something like that, old tape or something. I don't know. But laughing and joking apart, of course, it's something to do with the past, something that's buried, that's decaying now. Maybe the video's decaying as well. But watch out that things aren't decaying, things aren't wasting away, and of course, do memories waste away, though? If you're connected, although things, this is another thing I seem to be getting, although things can be buried and waste away and rot, we still have, even though the memories on the videos can fade on the tape, or the file format can get lost or corrupted or whatever, either way, even the bedroom can be rearranged, or the house can be sold, or whatever happens to the bedroom can go, whatever. But nevertheless, the dreams, I connect to you through my dreams. I'm an angel, Mother, and that's what I hear Cameron saying, I'm an angel and I can speak to you through the dreams. So although you might feel you've lost all this, but nevertheless this is important. Whatever's underground has decayed, maybe, but the video is the memory. It seems like the video and the dream together, as if the memories are stored on video and in dreams. Watch the video, and really in a way I'm there, aren't I? Because if I'm on that video, you're just watching the past. Yes, you're watching a record of the past. It isn't happening now, but nevertheless it was happening. It is a record of the past, just like your dreams are a record of things in that regard. But of course there's a message, and Cameron is saying with the angels, and I've ascended. Maybe I'm above that now. I've ascended above that. I want to pull out this final card just to flip that and see what that has to reveal. That's sort of inverted as well, isn't it? We've got the letter T, like a crescent moon, and this card is accident. I get a funny feeling as though my death or my passing was an accident. That's what I feel that's been said here, Randy. How he died, how did he die, what happened on the day he died. He's saying that there was an accident. I don't know if the accident was something to do with underground. It could have been even if he was a miner or something like that. It could be a mining accident or something like that. But it could be anything linked to that. But he's saying the message is to do with that accident. And I got a funny feeling as though these other cards here, these message cards, may indicate something to do with that. I want to now just pull some cards here from this mediumship deck to see what message I'll just pop them there now, can't I? I've got a bit of space for them now. We've arranged, as we'd say, arranged that we can sort of place them in an available space, just so you can see. So we'll just grab. I normally deal out 3 cards here, and like a beginning, middle, and end, or this, that, the other, or sort of whatever. Let's just see what though the message is. What cards he's chosen, bearing in mind what he's told us with the Konxari and what he's told us is happening and how he feels right now. He's just saying there, Brandy, he's just saying, Mum, it was my time to go. Yes, okay, it may have been an accident, Mum, but it was that, Mother, it was my time to go. And that's just sometimes. I can just put it there so you can see it a bit better. It's just the way it is, isn't it? It was my time to go, and that's it. Sometimes things just are, aren't they, Cameron? And it's up to us to sort of try and accept it. I want to just flip this other card here, this match. The unicorn has got a unicorn on there, and he's just saying, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. And we were on about that earlier on, weren't we? How you can be in several places in time. We're beyond time and space. And in that sense with the video, as a soul I can be in several places at once. So although I might be on that video in that particular period of time, but that's of course when I was alive there, Mum, but nevertheless, you can sort of see. You see that it doesn't mean I'm not there with you now. I was there in the past and I'm there now. I'm with you. And I can be anywhere. I can be in several places at once. I could be in the kitchen while you're doing the washing up or whatever it is, washing the dishes. Well, I could be in the sitting room as well, just keeping my eye on somebody else there. Some other relative who might be up to no good. But laughing and joking apart, I hope you've got a sense of humour, because I'm assuming something there. I'm assuming that he thinks people are up to no good. They probably are, Cameron. I'm up to no good. Let's see what's going on here. Laughing and joking apart, though. Just back to this reading as we are doing now. We just pull out the 3rd card and just see. Well, there again, look, as we were on about the dreams and how you only got to dream of somebody and he's with you, he speaks to you through his dreams. He's saying, I'm Cameron, just saying, I'm just a thought away. All you got to do is think about me and I'm there. In a sense, I can be in several places at once. Just by if you on watching television, having a cup of coffee or something, and watching a good movie, and you suddenly think about me, just remember I'm there. You've only got to think. I'm just a thought away, and it was my time to go from a physical point of view. But it doesn't mean I'm gone. It just means I went physically. Maybe yes, I am underground. My body is underground, and maybe I have decayed away. Maybe it is me that's under the ground if you buried me. of course I'll get that sort of thing. But it doesn't matter, Mum, if you buried me or what you did with me, in that sense, because whatever it is, there's something under the ground of importance that's decayed away. I've got a feeling there's, yes, it could be him, or it could be some toy that he played with or something of importance, but it doesn't matter. Even if it is him that was of importance when he was here in the physical, he's there on the video, he's there in your memories, his body's no use to him anymore. Is it, Cameron? It's no use to you anymore, so it may as well be decayed and rotted away. But it's in the past, you see. We can't define ourselves by what we did in the past, but we can define ourselves by what we're doing now. And if we're in your bedroom there, eh, Cameron, and something sparks a memory off, yes, maybe the dream is of the accident. Maybe you dream about what happened or what was thought to have happened if you didn't know. But whatever it was accidentally, he seems to be pointing out. Although with the card accident being inverted, as you would say, upside down, it's sort of upside down-ish, isn't it, in that regard. I got a funny feeling, of course, it was an accident that, well, all accidents are bad, but it was a bit of a negative sort of thing. It wasn't a sort of accident where you cut your thumb and then it heals over after. It was something that led to that, and I suppose put him on the ground in that sense. But of course, I somehow now do feel as though we are drawing toward the end of this message there, Cameron. I feel as though you're fading a bit, although I do want to pull another message card out, because your mother wanted to know what to do, and I think really what you can do about it there, Mum, is just think. Just think about it, and I'm just a thought away. That's all he's saying, all you do, and it's all you can do, and all you need to do. But the next card is just saying there, I send you loving signs through nature. He's using the card that says that, and maybe that's the most important thing of all. That whatever's been buried underground, or whoever's been buried underground, it may have rotted away, but remember, life goes on. Life is for the living. The butterflies are reborn, and maybe somewhere, just somewhere, you don't know, Cameron has reincarnated. He won't remember his recent past, he won't remember what happened to him or his former life, of course. He'll have to start off anew, seeing the stars for the first time, and everything like that, and learning to talk again and learning to walk for the first time. So in a way, I suppose he may as well be somebody else, hadn't he, if he's reincarnating. But of course his soul speaks through, they always say God speaks through creation, don't they? Somewhere is it the Bible, or somebody says that God speaks through creation, and I get that sort of feeling from it, where if you go for a walk from wherever, maybe there's something, when you go for a walk, you buried something as a child and you might find it later on or something, I don't know. Kids do things like that, don't they? But either way, it's that sort of thing when you go for a walk, or you hear the birds singing, or the moon even. You see the moon. Notice how we're on about the triquetra. Maybe the moon goddess had a thing. He looks a little like a full moon or a crescent moon. I got a crescent moon, of course, somewhere along here, don't we? As if that was indicating something or other, maybe, because with a crescent moon you can see the Terminator on the moon, can't you? You can see all the craters and things. So you never really, astronomers never look at the moon, a full moon. They never use a full moon because you can't see anything on it. A bit like a new moon and a full moon, the worst moons you can blooming look at, really. But of course a new moon is just the moon, full moon in the day in a way, isn't it? So it's dark, but of course a crescent moon, you get those different contrasts, don't you? Where it's light on the edge and fades away toward the middle. But it doesn't mean the other side isn't there, though. Maybe that's what Cameron's saying. Although I fade away now, like I'm doing now, in that sense of this reading, and although I may decay, even though a bit like the light of the moon decays as you go along a crescent moon, it doesn't mean I'm not there, the other side. It doesn't mean the other side of the moon isn't there. Doesn't mean the other half of the moon you can't, because you can't see it, doesn't mean it's not there. It just means you can't see it. I can be in several places at once, remember. That's what he's saying. It was just my time to go. I can be in several places at once. I'm just a thought away. You think about me, and all you've got to do is listen to the birds singing, and you know that I was a physical being like them, and we all share the same stardust. We all came from the same place. So effectively, we all have the same light that shines within us. So really, you are me, aren't you? I came from you. And I'm as much alive now as I ever was. That's what I sort of got. I don't know if that was his philosophy, but certainly that's what I got him sort of saying there. So with that, I think what we're going to do, we've just got that last bit to do, haven't we? The anagram game, as I call it, where we just get Cameron's message, the message that he's got there, just put them inverted, and then we just put the rest of the deck on top as if to sort of lay that one to rest. We can clear that down a bit later on and get it ready for the next reading later. And what we do now, we gather up these cards here. I'll just gather them in the order that they were dealt, just be on the safe side. Sometimes it's in reverse order as well with tarot. I'll deal it out one way and then gather it all up in reverse, you know. It doesn't matter. And here now we're going to deal out some cards here. It doesn't really matter which order it was in particularly, but certainly we're going to put it down so you can see the letters and the numbers. The letter T will be the first one there. So just let me look at the screen to make sure you can see that there. If I can see it, then you can. It's just in line with that talisman, isn't it? There, so just pop that there. So they've got the letter T. So this is where you get the pen now, and it's the time to have fun, because there might be something in here like a name or a place or a message or something from Cameron. It may be a clue to what's buried underground, even if whatever. The letter A, so you've got the letter T. Let me just view that there. The letter A. The letter C. So we've got T-A-C, or cat, even the word cat there, isn't there? And was he a cat, love? I don't know, he might have been. But straight away we've got something there, haven't we? The letter D, D, T-A-C-D, and then the letter Y, there, the letter Y, the letter Y and the letter J. Let me just pop them. I've got to be careful there because you can sometimes cover some up, can't you? The letter J. The letter N, as in November, not M, N. That. And then finally the number 7. So we've got T-A-C-D, J and a number 7. And let me just check as though everything I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, Y, J and 7. There's all the 8 cards that we had dealt there. So you take a look at that. Have a look at that, have a gander at that, and see if you can find anything there. Maybe straight away I found cat. So anything. I'm trying to find things, but you'll know anyway. You'll know. I just sort of get like a voice in my head saying, "Mum, you'll know what's been said there, even if it is just that cat." Why I should look onto that, I don't know. So yeah, the number 7 might have something to do, like a door number or an age or a date or something, or don't know. I'll leave it with you anyway, just for you to pontificate over. So with that, we'll say, love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we now part, and Cameron, merry may we meet again. But for now, blessed be to Cameron, and all absent friends.